Okay, hello dear student. I am Sakshi Sharma from NIT Pharmacy Institute. Today I am going to teach you the anti-anxiety or a hallucinogens. Okay. Now, what are anxiety? What is a condition called anxiety? Anxiety, if we talk about the anxiety condition, anxiety मतलब होता है हमारा डर लगना या fearness. It is a condition in which there is a emotional state, okay, and unpleasant in the nature will be there. There is associated with uneasiness. There is fear seems to be arises from a unknown source. Some of the due to some of unknown source, there is a fear condition will be seen in the person who are suffering from the anxiety. There is discomfort or there is a concern or fear about some of the defined or undefined. The patient is mainly thoughting of some of the undefined future threat will be there. Okay, these conditions comes under the anxiety. Okay, some degree of anxiety, this is a normal part, because अगर हम भी अपने डेली यूज़ में देखते हैं तो हम भी एनजाइटी किसी भी वजह से हमें हो सकती है, लेकिन due to the over seizing of these condition, they mainly produces the hyper anxiety conditions in some of the patients. Okay, and treatment should be needed in these patient when it is disproportionate to the situation. When this excessive condition will be there, they mainly needed the treatment. Okay, some psychotic and depressed patient also exhibit some of the pathological anxiety can be seen in these patient also. Psychotic and depressed patient, we can also see the anxiety in that patient also. Now these, if we see these images, this is the causes or the symptoms of the anxiety. If the person is from the anxiety conditions or going through from the anxiety condition, what are the symptoms which we can see in these patient? First one is the trouble concentrating. The patient क्या होता है, हमारा कंसंट्रेट नहीं कर पाता है एक जगह, बहुत ट्रबलनेस होती है उसके कंसंट्रेशन में. दिस इज नोन एज द ट्रबल कंसंट्रेटिंग. सेकेंड वन इज द हेडेक कंडीशन. एक्सेसिव हेडेक रहता है उस पेशेंट को. द पेशेंट हु आर मेनली फ्रॉम द एनजाइटी. एनजाइटी मीन्स द फेयरनेस, बहुत ज़्यादा डरता है वो इंसान हर चीज़ को लेके. एंगर, बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा आ जाता है उस इंसान को जो एनजाइटी से हमारा सफ़र कर रहा होता है. स्टमक प्रॉब्लम, जीआई डिस्टर्बेंस, देयर इज़ अ कंडीशन ऑफ जीआई डिस्टर्बेंस विल बी देयर. द पेशेंट हु आर इन एनजाइटिक पेशेंट, फटीग, बहुत जल्दी थकावट हो जाती है उन इंसानों को. और देयर इज़ डिक्रीज इन द सेक्स ड्राइव. सेक्स ड्राइव कंडीशन डिक्रीज हो जाती है इन पेशेंट्स की. स्किन इरिटेशन, सम ऑफ द एलर्जिक कंडीशंस विल बी देयर इन द पेशेंट. These are the symptoms of the anxiety and the skin irritation. रैशेज़ हो सकते हैं उस इंसान को, या कुछ और एलर्जिक रिएक्शंस हो सकते हैं हमारे उस इंसान को. देयर इज़ अ मसल टेंशन, मसल डिस्टेंशन और मसल डिस्टॉर्शन विल बी देयर. ओके, देयर इज़ अ टीथ ग्राइंडिंग. उसको दांत को ज़्यादा कट 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 जो होता है हमारा, वो टीथ ग्राइंडिंग बोलते हैं हम उसे. वो कंडीशन भी हमारे इन एनजाइटी पेशेंट्स में देखी जा सकती है. एपैथी कंडीशंस हो जाती हैं हमारी. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द सिम्टम्स विच आर वेरी कॉमन विच कैन बी सीन इन द एनजाइटी पेशेंट. Now, there are the drugs which are mainly used to treat the anxiety condition. These are the anti-anxiety drugs. As the name indicate, anti means the opposite, or the anxiety means the drugs which are mainly used to oppose this condition. These is known as the anti-anxiety drugs. Clear? Now, these anti-anxiety drugs, they mainly act on the CNS part. Okay, so these are mostly mild CNS depressant, because they have to depress the CNS parts, or the some of the CNS activity has to be depressed. So they mainly act, or mostly they mainly have a mild CNS depressant effect. Okay, second one is they mainly control the symptoms of anxiety, because I have already told you that there are various symptoms which can be seen in the anxiety patient: fearness, GIT disturbance, allergic reaction will be there. So these anti-anxiety drugs, they mainly control the symptoms of the anxiety in these patient. They mainly produces a restful state of mind, okay, without interfering with these drugs, they will not interfere with the normal mental or the physical function. They mainly decreases, or they mainly inhibit, or they mainly block these anxiety symptoms in the patient. Okay, now the anxiolytics, these are also called anti-anxiety drugs. In another words, we can say that the anxiolytics. Okay, see those, so these anxiolytics, they mainly have a sedative drugs. Okay, they have a sedative action in the CNS part. The anxiolytic sedative drugs, they are differ. If we talk about the antipsychotic drug, these drugs are differ from the antipsychotic drugs, and they are these anxiolytic drugs, or the we can say the anti-anxiety drugs, they are more closely resemble to the sedative hypnotic drugs. That's why some of the drug category which comes under the sedative hypnotic drugs, these drugs are also comes under the category of anxiolytic drugs. Okay, so we can say that these drugs are more resemble to the sedative hypnotic drugs. Okay, these anti-anxiety or the anxiolytic drugs, they do not produces any kind of extra pyridymal side effects. Okay, एक्स्ट्रा पिरिडिमल साइड इफ़ेक्ट्स हमारे इन एंजायोलाइटिक ड्रग्स से हमारे प्रोड्यूस नहीं होते हैं. एंड दे हैव अ एंटी कन्वल्जेंट प्रॉपर्टी. दीज ड्रग्स दे मेनली प्रोड्यूसेस द एंटी कन्वल्जेंट प्रॉपर्टी. दे मेनली डिक्रीजेज द कन्वर्जन जो होता है उसको भी हमारा ये डिक्रीज करता है. एंड दे हैव नो थेराप्यूटिक इफेक्ट टू कंट्रोल द थॉट डिसऑर्डर, बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि ये हमारी जो एंटी एंजाइटी ड्रग्स होती है और द एंजायोलाइटिक ड्रग्स, दीज आर फार डिफर फ्रॉम द एंटी साइकोटिक ड्रग्स. ओके, सो दीज ड्रग्स दे डू नॉट हैव एनी कंट्रोल ऑन द thought disorder. So these drugs are not related to the schizophrenic condition. Means हम anti anxiety drugs, we will not give anti anxiety drug to any of the schizophrenic patient. Now if we talk about the classification of these anxiolytic drugs, they are mainly classified into 4 category. Okay, the main important category of these anxiolytic drugs are benzodiazepine, because मैंने आपको बताया these drugs mainly relate to the sedative and hypnotic drugs. Okay, sedative and hypnotic drugs. And these benzodiazepine, they will also comes under the category of sedative hypnotic drugs. Okay, first one is the benzodiazepine. In benzodiazepine, these drugs mainly includes the diazepam, chlordiazepoxide, oxazepam, florazepam, alprazolam. These comes under the category of benzodiazepine. Second one is the azapirons. Azapiron is the second category of anxiolytic drugs which can be given to the patient of to treat the anxiety. In it include the buspirone, the gpirone, and the ipsapiron. Okay, third one is the sedative antihistaminic drug. Okay, sedatives एंटीहिस्टामिनिक मीन्स हिस्टामिन के सिक्रीशन को डिक्रीज करना, वो होते हैं हमारे सेडेटिव एंटीहिस्टामिनिक. दिस मेनली इंक्लूड द हाइड्रोक्सिन ड्रग्स कम्स अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ सेडेटिव एंटीहिस्टामिनिक ड्रग्स. फोर्थ वन कैटेगरी इज द बीटा ब्लॉकर्स. प्रोपेनोलॉल. बीटा ब्लॉकर्स आप लोगों ने बहुत जगह देखे होंगे. बीटा ब्लॉकर्स आर मेनली गिवन इन सम ऑफ मेजर सीवियस कंडीशंस में भी हम लोग बीटा ब्लॉकर्स दे सकते हैं. इसमें भी हम लोग एंजायोलाइटिक में भी हम लोग बीटा ब्लॉकर्स को देते हैं. एंजायोलाइटिक ड्रग्स के अंदर ही हमारी ये ड्रग्स भी आती हैं, बीटा ब्लॉकर्स. Now first one is the benzodiazepine. Okay, benzodiazepine, these are very good anti-anxiety actions. Okay, these are the major anxiolytic drugs and they have a very good anti-anxiety actions. एंड दे आर मोस्ट कॉमनली यूज ड्रग फॉर एनजाइटी. जो पेशेंट बहुत ज़्यादा एनजाइटी से सफ़र करते हैं, द बेस्ट ड्रग्स विच आर मेनली गिवन फॉर दीज पेशेंट्स आर बेंजोडाइजेपिन. हम उन पेशेंट्स को देते हैं. सेकेंड वन, दीज बेंजोडाइजेपिन दे मेनली एक्ट एज अ CNS डिप्रेसेंट. दे विल डिप्रेस द सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम. सेंट्रल नर्वस एक्टिविटी जो होती है वो हमारी डिप्रेस्ड हो जाती है. एंड एल्पराजोलाम इज़ अ एडिशनल हैज़ अ बिकॉज बेंजोडाइजेपिन के अंदर मैंने आपको एल्प्राजोलाम ड्रग भी बताई थी. ये जो एल्प्राजोलाम ड्रग्स है, इट हैज़ अ एडिशनल यूज. दीज एल्प्राजोलाम हैज़ अ एडिशनल यूज एंड दे आर ऑल्सो यूज हैव अ एंटी डिप्रेसेंट प्रॉपर्टी भी होती है. मीन्स ये ड्रग हमारी डिप्रेशन को भी कम करती है, हमारी एल्प्राजोलाम जो ड्रग है. Now, if we talk about the mechanism of these benzodiazepine, this is very important mechanism of benzodiazepine. Benzodiazepine, they will bind to the specific GABA. What is GABA? गाबा क्या होता है हमारा? गाबा जो होता है हमारा एक एक्साइटेटरी इनिबिटरी न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर्स होता है हमारा. ये क्या करती है हमारी, क्योंकि हमारा क्या होता है एंजाइटी में, क्या हमारा CNS स्टिमुलेट हो रहा है ज़्यादा, उसको हमें कम करना है. तो दीज बेंजोडाइजेपिन ड्रग दे विल मेनली बाइंड टू द स्पेसिफिक साइट ऑन द गाबा ए बेंजोडाइजेपिन रिसेप्टर. दे विल बाइंड टू दीज रिसेप्टर साइट एंड दे विल एनहेंस द रिसेप्टर एफिनिटी. क्योंकि गाबा क्या है हमारा एक इनिबिटरी न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर है और हमें क्या कराना है, CNS में इनिबिशन कराना है. तो दीज बेंजोडाइजेपिन ड्रग दे विल एक्ट डायरेक्टली ऑन द गाबा ए बेंजोडाइजेपिन रिसेप्टर साइड एंड दे विल एनहेंस द रिसेप्टर स्पेसिफिक एफिनिटी एंड दे विल हैव अ गाबा फैसिलिटेटरी एक्शन. ओके, दे विल increases the facilitation of the GABA and they will increase the frequency of the chloride. These chloride channels they will get opened when these benzodiazepine they will bind to the specific site in the GABA receptor or GABA benzodiazepine receptor. They will enhance the specific affinity for the GABA, means they have a GABA facilitatory action. And due to this GABA facilitatory action, and they will increases the frequency of chloride. The chloride channels will get opened. जैसे ही हमारे chloride channels open हो जाते हैं हमारे, उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, there is chloride का conductance होता है हमारा, and there is a neuronal membrane hyperpolarization. The membrane will it is get hyperpolarized. Membrane हमारी hyperpolarized हो जाती है, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है, it will produces a synaptic transmission will be there and it will ultimately प्रोड्यूसेस द CNS डिप्रेशन. क्योंकि हमें CNS को ही डिप्रेस करना है एंजाइटी पेशेंट में, तो दीज बेंजोडाइजेपिन दे विल अल्टीमेटली प्रोड्यूसेस द CNS डिप्रेशन इफेक्ट. Now, if we talk about the pharmacokinetic of these benzodiazepine, all benzodiazepine drugs like diazepam, alprazolam, these all benzodiazepine drugs, they are completely absorbed by if we are taking the oral administration of these drugs, they are completely absorbed. The intramuscular absorption is very slow. If we talk about the intramuscular absorption of these drugs, they have a slow intramuscular absorption, due to which the patient is more preferable to taking this drug by the oral route. Okay. Now, some of the benzodiazepine, they are extremely bound to the plasma proteins. The plasma protein, due to which there is volume of distribution is low, and these benzodiazepine, they mainly bound to the plasma protein. Plasma protein के साथ ज़्यादा bind हो जाती है हमारी. Example, diazepam जैसी drug है हमारी. Diazepam, it will bind 99% to the प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन के साथ बाइंड हो जाती हैं हमारी ये ड्रग्स. ओके, एंड दे आर वाइडली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इन द टिश्यू में बहुत जल्दी वाइडली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाती हैं हमारी, हल्के हल्के करके, क्योंकि प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन के साथ बाइंड हो रखी है, तो इतनी जल्दी इट विल नॉट गेट एलिमिनेटेड आउट फ्रॉम द बॉडी एंड इट इज़ वाइडली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इन द टिश्यू. एंड दीज ड्रग दे विल क्रॉसेज द प्लेसेंटा को भी क्रॉस करती हैं हमारी ये मदर्स में. एंड दे विल ऑल्सो एक्सक्रीटेड इन द मिल्क में भी हमारी ये जो ड्रग होती है बेंजोडाइजेपिन, दे विल गेट एक्सक्रीटेड इन द मिल्क ऑल्सो. ओके, एंड द if we talk about the metabolism of this drug, how these drugs get metabolized, and these drugs mainly metabolized through oxidation or hydroxylation. There are mainly two methods by which these drugs mainly get metabolize. First one is the oxidation, second one is the hydroxylation. Okay, now benzodiazepine and their metabolic metabolites, some of the metabolites, if we talk about the metabolites of the benzodiazepine, these metabolites, they will undergo the phase 1 or the phase 2 reactions. Okay, and they mainly undergo the phase 2 reaction, means the hydroxylation, glucuronide conjugation will be there. Okay, these including the glucuronide conjugations. Okay, so some of the metabolites of these benzodiazepine, they will undergo the phase 2nd reaction, and including the glucuronide conjugation. Now the common adverse effect or common the side effects of these drugs are, some, if we are taking benzodiazepine, there is a weakness will be there, headache will be there is a blurred vision vision हो जाता है हमारा, blurred हो जाता है due to the use of these benzodiazepine, ataxia condition will be there, disorientation will be there, and there is a daytime and sedation, because these drugs are also similar to the sedative and hypnotic drugs. That's why these drugs main produces the daytime and sedation, sleep induce कराता है हमारे drug. There is a impaired motor coordination will be there, because these drugs mainly act on the CNS part, so they mainly produces the impaired motor coordination will be there. There's impaired in the hearing due to depressed cognitive functions. There is impaired the hearing, learning condition भी हमारी क्या होती है, impair हो जाती है due to the depressed cognitive functions हमारे depress हो जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से जो learning ability होती है वो भी हमारी impair हो जाती है. Now these are the therapeutic uses of the benzodiazepine. These benzodiazepine drugs, they are mainly used as a प्री एनेस्थेटिक मेडिकेशंस की तरह भी यूज़ करते हैं, चाहे लाइक मिडाजोलाम गुड फॉर इंजेक्शन, इंजेक्ट करते हैं मिडाजोलाम को, एंड दे आर मेनली यूज एज अ प्री एनेस्थेटिक मेडिकेशंस की तरह यूज़ करते हैं. दे आर मेनली यूज टू ट्रीट द एंजाइटी कंडीशन, एल्प्राजोलाम एंड डाइजापाम, दीज ड्रग्स आर ऑल्सो यूज. इंसोम्निया और मसल रिलैक्सेंट कैटेगरी में भी हम लोग इस ड्रग को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. अल्कोहल विड्रॉल कैटेगरी में भी हम इन जो बेंजोडाइजापिन कैटेगरी है, they can be used. Second one is the buspirone. Okay, this is the second category of the anxiolytic drugs which comes under the category of azapirone. Azapirones के अंदर मैंने आपको बताया था ये ड्रग्स हमारी आती हैं. ओके, सो buspirone इट इज़ अ एजापायरॉन ड्रग्स. एजापायरॉन कैटेगरी के अंदर हमारी ये ड्रग्स आती हैं. दे हैव अ गुड एंजायोलाइटिक प्रॉपर्टीज़, इनकी बहुत अच्छी होती है. इट इज़ अ सेलेक्टिव 5-HT1A पार्शियल एगनिस्ट, मीन्स सेरोटोनिन का जो हमारा एक रिसेप्टर होता है हमारा 5-HT1A, इसकी बहुत अच्छी सेलेक्टिव एगनिस्टिक एक्टिविटी होती है हमारी इस रिसेप्टर के अंदर, एंड इट इज़ मेनली यूज टू ट्रीट द माइल्ड टू मॉडरेट एंजाइटी कंडीशन के लिए हम लोग इसको यूज़ करते हैं. इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट द मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ buspirone, the mechanism action of anxiolytic is not clearly known. Okay, but maybe depend on the selective partial agonist, because I have already told you they have a activity, they will have a agonistic activity at this 5-HT1A receptor. Okay, so these buspirone, they will have a selective partial agonist on the 5-HT1A receptor, and by stimulating on these 5-HT1A autoreceptor, it will reduces the activity of dorsal rave serotogenic neurons. Okay, they will reduce the activity of these serotogenic neurons. Clear? Now buspirone, they have a weak dopamine D2 blocking agent. Okay, and it is rapidly absorbed and metabolized in the liver, and these buspirone, they will undergo the extensive first pass metabolism. Now if we talk about the adverse effect of buspirone, they have a headache, nausea, tachycardia, nervousness, para anesthesia conditions will be there by using this buspirone uses. They are mainly used to treat the mild to moderate anxiety. Third one is the category propranolol. the drugs which we have to study under this is atenolol, okay, propranolol. These drugs at the higher doses, they will block the sodium channels, because as you all know that the sodium mainly produces a depolarization effect, okay. So these propranolol, they will at a higher doses, they will block the sodium channels, and they have a local anesthetic effect also, okay. These beta blockers, they are also useful in anxiety, including state like public speaking and stage performance, and they are the adjuvant to, they can be used in the adjuvant to the benzodiazepines. Now the second one, the drug which we have to study after anti-anxiety is the hallucinogens. What are hallucinogens? Hallucinogens or the cytogenic drugs, okay. Hallucinogens drugs, they are mainly used to produce the psychosis state, okay, and they are also called as the psychomimetic drugs, or the psychodyslaptic drugs are also called hallucinogens. If we talk about the hallucinogens, there are various drugs which comes under the category of hallucinogen. First one is the lysergic or diethylamide, okay, LSD, which we denote by LSD, means lysergic acid and lysergic acid diethylamide, okay. It is a semi-synthetic derivative which is mainly related to the argot alkaloid, means these drugs comes under the category of the argot alkaloids, means argotamine. They have a some of the activities similar to the argotamine, okay. Like argotamine, it is also used, or they mainly produces a ureterine stimulant, okay. And these lysergic acid, they are mainly synthesized by the scientist Hoffman in 1938, okay. So hallucinogens or the lysergic acids or lysergic acid diethylamide, these are the semi-synthetic drugs which have a derivative of the argot alkaloids, and they are also produces the ureterine stimulant effect, and they are mainly synthesized by the scientist Hoffman in 1938. And now if we talk about the pharmacology, what are the pharmacological effect of these lysergic acid? These lysergic acid, these are the potent drugs at a dose of 200 to at a dose of 20 to 30 microgram. They mainly produces the potent effect, okay, and they can bring about its effect at the dose of 20 to 30. They can bring about its effect, and they will produces a euphoria, emotional or visual illusions will be there due to the use of these lysergic acid. These LSD also produces the sympathetic stimulations, okay. Some of the sympathetic stimulation are also produces by the lysergic acid. Anxiety, tremor, nausea conditions can be seen by using these lysergic acid ethylamide, okay. And these drugs are mainly effective orally as well as parenteral, means the patient can take these drugs either by oral route or by the parenteral routes, okay. So these all about the lysergic acid. Second one is the phencyclidine. This is the second drug category which comes under the hallucinogens. These phencyclidine, they are produces the causes the CNS stimulatory, means they have a CNS stimulatory effect, okay. They have a hallucination mean mainly auditory effect will be there, psychotic behavior will be there, or dissociative anesthesia effect will be there due to the use of this phencyclidine, okay, like ketamine effect. And these drugs mainly also produces a nausea, tachycardia, hypertension effect are also seen by using these drugs. Phencyclidine, okay. Now due to the overuse of these phencyclidine or ketamine, they mainly have a fatal effect. They mainly produces the fatal effect in the patient, okay. This is the second category which we studied in the hallucinogen. Now the third category which we studied in the hallucinogen is the mescaline. This is the third category which we have to study under the hallucinogen. These mescaline, it is mainly obtained from the cactus plant, okay, and they have a similar effect with the LSD, means I have told you about the LSD. It is also a potent drug. Okay, they mainly produces a euphoria condition, emotional or visual illusion will be there by using these LSD drugs. Okay, and they have a sympathetic stimulation. They mainly produces a sympathetic stimulation also. Anxiety, tremor, nausea condition are also there. Means these mescaline, they have produces a similar effect as the LSD. So this all about the hallucinogen and the anxiolytic, means anti-anxiety drugs. Okay, okay, thank you so much.